Tennis now, and not since 1977 has Great Britain had a female tennis player in a Grand Slam final. But today, Emma Raducanu's incredible journey at the US Open continues. She's put on yet another dominant display to beat the 17th seed Maria Sakkari and set up an all-teenage final with Leylah Fernandez.
Yeah, the 18-year-old becomes just the fourth British woman to reach a Grand Slam final in the Open era, joining Anne Jones, Sue Barker and Virginia Wade.
And Raducanu reacted to her remarkable achievement by tweeting pure happiness under the lights in New York. That win means Raducanu is the first qualifier to ever reach a Grand Slam final. She's the first British player to reach the US Open women's singles final since 1968. And that year, Virginia Wade beat Billie Jean King in the final. If she beats Fernandez tomorrow, Raducanu will become the second unseeded woman to ever win the US Open after Kim Clijsters in 2009. 3 months ago, she was ranked 361 in the world. Her semi-final win means she'll rise to the cusp of the world's top 50 and become the British women's #1. And the final will be the first all-teenager affair since the 1999 US Open, when Serena Williams beat Martina Hingis. You might well have heard of those two.
Fantastic starts there, Gail. And, you know, let's reflect on this incredible journey a bit more with LTA coach Matt James, who's actually worked firsthand with Emma. Matt, thanks so much for coming on. Now that you've probably caught your breath after that incredible performance, just how proud are you of the way Emma has handled the whole occasion?
Yeah, immensely proud. Proud of everyone that's been part of her journey, from, you know, coaches that she was growing up to obviously the LTA that have supported her throughout this whole time. And yeah, obviously I got to spend a good 2 years with her, which was nice. But yeah, it's quite incredible what she's done. Some of those records are reeling off, and yeah, to be British #1 and, you know, top 30 or 30 in the world now is unbelievable.
What's so extraordinary is that she burst onto the scene, didn't she, at Wimbledon? Now she's in a Grand Slam final. It's happened so quickly for her. Did you get a sense that she was ready to catapult her career to a new level?
We knew the tennis was in there. Yeah, like I said, at the LTA, we've seen her kind of track through the pathway, and she's been part of the Pro Scholarship Program now for sort of 3 years, which is helping those players, aspiring young players, to kind of break into the top 100. And it's a 5-year program to help kind of financially and help with coaches and kind of world-class facilities at the NTC. But to really catapult her way through is probably more of a surprise, because we knew she was good. She's won some tournaments when she was under 18. She was top 20 in the world after 6 events. She didn't compete that much because of school. And so, yeah, we were probably waiting for a breakthrough, but almost didn't think it'd be this quick after finishing A-levels, and probably this high so soon.
Yeah, I mean, when did you perhaps think that she might be a different level, Matt? You might have a very special talent on your hands.
Well, it's easy to say straight away, but I did see her at Junior Wimbledon in the quarters, and just the way she was playing, it was different to a lot of the girls, and, you know, really sticking to kind of her game style and going after the shots. And it always takes a really good player to beat her. But yeah, it didn't take long from kind of working with her to realise she just picks things up so quickly. She's such a bright girl and extremely determined and gritty, and you know, doesn't want to get things wrong. She'll stay out there as long as it takes, and that's the attitude you want. So those things combined with, you know, her talent is quite a dangerous combination. So, but like I said, you couldn't have predicted this probably, but we knew she was going to break through kind of at some point, because she was beating girls top 50 in practice when we set it up with her. So you knew that the level was there. But yeah, it's interesting that, you know, not many people really in the sort of British public had seen her until Wimbledon. Now she's British #1.
You mentioned she's gritty, you mentioned she's determined. What else is she like? I mean, she seems nerveless, she seems so composed. She was even funny in a post-match interview after she just got through to a US Open final.
Yeah, I think that's one of the best things that we're seeing with her. She's obviously smiling her way through the tournament, and, you know, it's probably a little bit easier when she's the qualifier and always the underdog. And but yeah, she's loving obviously the 3 weeks out there. But in terms of her mindset, she's always, whatever the event, however big it is, she's a competitive player. So you see that tunnel vision almost on the match court, where it's, you know, everything counts, that she tries not to give anything away in terms of body language, and, you know, you don't see her with poor behavior and things like that on the match court. And, you know, she really tries to squeeze everything out that she can and not show any sort of weakness.
Now, Matt, with all due respect, Andy Murray's sort of career sort of winding down now, you know, the fame that will come with this for Emma Raducanu is going to be huge, because the British public are desperate for a new star to sort of hang their hat on, and that seems like she's going to be the girl. So how will she cope with that popularity and the pressure that may come with that at such a young age?
You know, time will tell, but firstly, hopefully Andy's got a few more years left in him. I hope he's not winding down, because he's working pretty hard over the NTC and, you know, back here. So, but yeah, when she, you know, he's going to take that limelight, and hopefully it'll inspire, you know, a lot of the other players to really try and break through as well. So we've got lots of Brits in the top 100. That's the plan. And we've got a couple of guys, well, 3 guys in there now with Kyle, Dan and Cam. So it's really good that obviously, you know, Emma gets to join Joe and Heather as well in the top 100. So hopefully it's kind of that snowball effect that it inspires. We've got a real good bunch of players who actually are on that pro scholarship program that are ranked kind of 1 to 250 and really can now make inroads. Hopefully, you know, seeing Emma do it and do it in style is hopefully inspiring them.
So, Matt, I think I might know what your answer will be, but we'll ask anyway. Can she do it? Can she become the US Open champion?
It's just weird hearing you say that, really, because it just puts in the context, because 3 weeks ago it was, you know, going to qualifying, and she hoped she'd probably win a couple of matches. So she tends to get better every match, and we've seen that, really, and the opponents have sort of got a bit tougher every time, and she's always finding a way to win. She adapts really well to opponents, so there's absolutely no reason why she can't. It's probably the one match that she might have a little bit more expectation, because she's actually played Leylah at Junior Wimbledon sort of 3 years ago and beat her. You know, we've practiced with her a couple of times in Australian Open a few years ago, and so it is a bit of a different matchup, actually, but there's no doubt that she can go out there and win it, and it's great that, you know, a teenager is going to win the title.
Thanks very much for your time, Matt. Enjoy the final, if enjoy is the right word. Well, we hope you'll get to enjoy it, and we hope you'll get a winner at the end of it.
Yeah. Cheers, Matt.